one of the other things is the reservoirs. A lot of people thought they were okay and the storm was over, and the reservoirs changed everything. And they're talking about building another reservoir. Give us some insight into what's happening related to the reservoirs.
The reservoir that's up in West Houston, that was put in place, I think, right around 1940. Okay, like Stephanie Newell Page is here. She lives close to that reservoir, and but look, these storms are coming quite often, and the reservoirs are intended to prevent a lot of that flood water from coming down into the city of Houston. The water flows from west to east and into the Gulf. Okay, there is a need for another reservoir, possibly one or two. One off in West Houston, that Addicks, Barker area, and then the Spring Cypress area, possibly two. The cost is about $400 to $500 million. But again, if they put in place, thousands of homes would not have flooded. Normally, the mitigation strategies come before the storm, not after the storm. 3 bayous, White Oak, Hunting, Braze Bayou. Total cost to expand those bayous, $311 million. Fed had never authorized those $311. Now the city, what we've decided, if you along the Buffalo Bayou and you're flooded, even though it's not my responsibility to fund those projects, when homes flood 3, 4, 5 times, and I'm at a town hall meeting, do you think people are going to accept the answer? It's not my responsibility to fund these projects? No, they yell at you. They're going to yell at me, okay, because I'm the closest to them. So we have gone, the city has gone and borrowed the money, $47 million, from the Texas Water Development Board, passing it to the Harris County Flood Control District, and the Corps of Engineers are going to start the construction of that project in March of next year. And we will wait on the money coming from the feds. So we're moving that along. Those other 2 expansion projects on the bayous need to take place. And then lastly, if the storm had hit Galveston Bay, let's say it had hit Galveston Bay, and created a huge storm surge, okay? The way it works, the water goes from the street to the bayou, from the bayou to the Gulf. If the storm had hit Galveston Bay and created a storm surge, then everything would have been backed up into the bayous, backed up on the streets, and if it's backed up in the bayous, backed up on the streets, where do you think it goes? It goes right into everybody's homes. All of those refineries in the Gulf would have been pretty much destroyed, and it would have been catastrophic.
Wow.
So, but we know if we engage in what we call the coastal spine, gates that you can put down that can prevent that storm surge, then that's a super safeguard in the future. It cost about $12 billion, okay? But after Hurricane Katrina, the feds expended $14 billion on a mitigation project there. And what I argue, what you did there, you need to do here as
Amen.
well.
Sounds
okay?
Okay.